Hi, everybody. Welcome to your energy check-in for today. Today, we're just going to do a quick pick a card reading. As you guys know, with pick a card readings, you just feel into which deck feels or which deck intuitively pulls at you. That means that you can feel it tugging at only one deck, in which case you'd listen for that one. Or you can feel a tugging to all three, and in that case, listen to all three. Use your discernment. Just so you know, this is going to be pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So let's take a quick moment and think about today's question. Today's question is, whenever you're listening to this, whoever you are, under whatever circumstances, what is the message that you need to hear right now from your highest self? Okay, so let's pause for a few seconds. Okay, so hopefully you've thought about that question. What's the message that you most need to hear right now? Group 1, 2, and 3. Without further ado, bing! Let's jump into group 1 and see what the message is for them. Okay, so if you selected group 1, God bless you. Your reading is brought to us today by dun dun dun, the Tower card. No! The Tower card, as you guys know, encourages us to, I guess, let go. Now, usually it comes in whenever structures are changing around us, things are being demolished. It usually comes along with the Death card, or at least carries that energy of the Death card. There's our Death card right now. The Death card talks about transitions. In a long story short kind of way, what Spirit is saying is that for this group of people, they're saying, oh my God, they're saying there's obviously, wow, never used that word before, something that you're holding on to. And whatever you're holding on to, you just need to let go. But you know what? It's funny because I don't see that this thing that you're holding on to a lot. In fact, there's the Four of Pentacles holding on to something. I don't even think this thing that you're holding on to is still even around anymore. It's instead you're coming in with this drama card. They're saying a lot of you guys may be holding on to this sense of drama. And it's almost like this terrible thing happened to me. That's the energy that's coming off of this card. And it's not that they're making light of it, but well, I guess they are kind of. God bless them. They're so funny. But see how, okay, where is it? Okay. See how my little selenite wand or selenite tower is like on its side back there? Ding, ding, ding. It's almost looking like a drill. Zzz. This is the first time I've ever had it on its side. And look, it's like looking like a drill. So they're like drilling into this idea of yours that you are into this drama that you're carrying around with you. So what this means is that you might be playing the victim, you might be playing the martyr. There's this dramatic story that's going on. Spirit is saying you need to drop it. Now here it is, looking at it again. This card is coming across in this reading as looking so dramatic. This happened to me. And some of you might actually be embellishing some tales. Some of you may not be, but I'm seeing there are some kernels of truth, see the little stars in what you're saying, but a lot of the other things are part of your story that you're creating. And they're showing this little contouring. Wow, she contoured. They're showing that a little bit to show that there's drama involved. And I think that this has to do with some kind of misstep or mishap in your life. For some of you, it may, in feeling it's financial related, maybe a work situation, maybe you made a mistake in doing some dealings with a house, with some paperwork, but it's always like, it wasn't my fault, I didn't know, the legal jargon, the legalese, all of this, I couldn't. They're saying you need to drop that story. This whole bottom row is like you're being way too dramatic. And guys, you guys know when Spirit pops in, they do have personalities, God bless, and they pop in, they let us know. Okay, at least through my channel, they let us know, because they're like, we need you to see something. Now look at this. In fact, do they want to talk about this now? Anyway, let's look at this. They're saying here that now is a time to lay everything bare. They're saying to have gratitude for everything that you're listening to. Now, they're saying, it's interesting they're saying this because look at his ear. It's like, surrender the drama, get simple, lay yourself bare. And then there's this one rose after she's taken off everything. After she's taken off all this drama, there's this one rose. And the rose, what is the rose? The rose has to do with the gratitude, right? It has to do with you being grateful for what it is that you do have in your life, and to see that there are options for you. There are opportunities here for you that could present themselves to you. Now, Spirit is saying that some of us are holding on to old ideals. They're not allowing themselves to come into the light in a sense that will help them to move forward. But see how he has all these old ideals? But they're saying that what you need to do first is to stay in that place of gratitude. See how his hands put together brings this cute little circle of gratitude, and it has lines and such. It's like bing, zzz. Once that gratitude gets activated, what happens is then it'll open up, and I guess like some kind of portal or an energetic space around you where you can hear and tune in, and you can block out all of these other machinations, is the word that they're saying, within you. You know, when we are not healed in a sense, and when we have a poor sense of self, when we have misguided perceptions, all of those things work together to create certain perceptions in our mind, and then we act onto the world in that way, right? But what they're seeing is having gratitude creates an orb around you. It creates a different field, a different energetic field. And then from there, you can listen and you can hear better. And then you can realize that not only are you not wrapped up in those machinations, that's your perception, but that you're free and that you have options available. So you do have to allow that gratitude to come in so that you can allow things like this to actually occur in your life. Now it's funny because I kept the options card, Seven of Cups, kept popping up to be brought in for group number 1, and I kept putting it back in. And see, now they're talking about, because I just didn't put it in. God bless, give me a break, guys. But you see now it's coming in to the reading for us. Now let's just look up here. Yeah, they're saying that yes, like I said, I do feel that there's something that you have walked away from physically, something that energetically is no longer in your life. So you no longer have the relationship, you no longer have the job. So I'm seeing someone here who may have had some kind of I want to say profession or some type of position that allowed them to be in a place of authority. Notice how the card tipped like this a little bit instead of like this. It tipped because this cup looks more golden than this cup, and so I'm seeing it tipping over to give knowledge. So somebody watching here was in that position, and for whatever reason, times changed. Maybe the quarantine happened, maybe whatever. Could be mutiny as well from the underlings, not underlings, but mutiny from those around who didn't understand the message, didn't believe what you were saying. Maybe the times changed and your message was no longer relevant. You didn't realize it. Could be an ego thing, or could be just you just didn't realize it, whatever. Maybe somebody came to you and said, hey, we're not really vibing with this anymore, and we're going to have to let you go, or we're going to go in a different direction, or however they say it. And I'm seeing that this may have impacted your financial welfare, is what they're saying. And you've been taking it pretty hard, understandably, God bless, right? But for whatever this is, guys, whoever you are, I'm seeing that, yes, you all, regardless of what your situation, you took these action steps in the physical, and you walked towards something that was better, something that, your 10 of Cups, something that was going to give you something much better, and something that is actually possibly giving you better now. But the problem is you still carried with you this perception. Eight of Swords is all about perceptions that function, that act like that function as obsessions, and as imprisonment, in a sense. A beautiful thing about an Eight of Swords energy is that all you need to do is change your perception. She just needs to take her blindfolds off, unhinge her, belts, and then her hands are free, and then she can just, walk around these swords. It's perception. Then we have the Four of Pentacles, holding on to something. This is somebody who should be moving, but look, they're holding on to something, and he's like, I'm not moving from this place until the bus comes to pick me up. But they're like, look, the bus isn't coming now. You have to walk to that village behind you. He's like, no, I'm waiting for this bus. So whatever this is, guys, you may have definitely made that transition. You've left a relationship, you've left a job, you've left whatever, And I'm seeing that it's all about you needing to take a different approach right now, letting go of your perceptions. I'm also getting a message coming through with the Ace of Swords that for some of you guys, this moving on, or this movement that you're having right now is temporary. For some of you, I see in the summer months having a return. I'm seeing a rebirth. Look at this, like phoenix feathers or whatever that is, tail. I don't know, guys. I'm seeing you having a return. So there's something that's going to be happening. It's like if you're waiting here for this volcano, but God's like, the volcano is not going to erupt until I want to say the month of summer, until the summer month, one of the summer months. And you guys are like, no, I'm getting 6th month, so June. I don't know, but it's like, no, I want it to erupt now. And they're like, no, you need to go forth, my child, and do whatever it is you're being asked to do now. And that's to have gratitude and let go of this past so that you can experience a better situation for yourself, okay? So God bless you guys. That's your message. That's the energy right now. Quick summary is they're saying let it go, whatever it is. For some of you, this letting go is only going to be temporary. And for some of you, it's going to be a long term. However, regardless of what the situation is, you're supposed to have gratitude as your first step. The gratitude is what's going to bring you into alignment with everything that you need to have, because right now the problem is that you're holding on too much to whatever that thing is, and it's gone already. Alrighty, poos. So that has been the reading for group 1, and if you'd like a personal reading with me, definitely check the box below. I now offer mini readings, which are typed for $7.49 as well. Those are new, God bless, so you can check that out. And of course, donations are welcome. Thanks. If you vibed with any of the others, feel free to check it out. All right, thank you. Bye. Hi, you guys. Welcome to group 2. We just finished group 1, God bless, and now it's time for group 2. Today your question is, what's the energy? What is the message that you need to hear right now? Just looking quickly at this, I can already tell that Spirit is saying, hey man, hey, we're trying to get your attention, right? That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that right now what's happening for you at a higher level is that you're going through an alchemical mutation of sort. I am seeing the masculine energy here. So this is telling me that if you are primarily masculine, remember, masculine and feminine energies, when we're talking about it energetically, have nothing to do with the biological gender. Everybody has the polarity of masculine and feminine. The thing is that it's like yin yang, right? It's not often so balanced. Some people have more yin, some people have more yang, but either way, we have it inside of us. So if you are primarily masculine energy, then obviously this is you. If you are primarily feminine energy, this could very well refer to the masculine energies that are within you. I'm hearing the masculine energies that may be laying dormant within you, because it's all about being activated right now. So Spirit is saying, thank you, Spirit. They're saying that they're trying to get a hold of you. You're trying to be given something. But what I'm seeing is that some of you, if you're getting this message here, maybe you're not paying close enough attention. Maybe you're still distracting yourself. Yes, we're in quarantine right now, God bless, and yes, it is God's way of creating a space for everybody to collectively en masse go inward. But just because, you know, everybody's put indoors doesn't mean that you're going to, it's like you can take a horse to pasture, but you can't force it to eat, right? God bless, right? So it's like, here you are in quarantine, but you're like still up on those phones and you know, maybe doing too much and not getting still and going inward like you need to. Now that doesn't mean you have to become a monk while you're in quarantine, you know, completely cutting off everything, but it does mean that it would behoove you to get a little silent, because I do feel that right now, if you chose group 2, that it's not even necessarily about disconnecting from people, it's about learning to connect to just the right people. I feel like Spirit is trying to bring you a message, hence here we go, Page of Swords, holding up the Ace of Swords, yay. But the thing is that the message is going to be coming through certain people. So keep an eye out for certain people. If you've been having people trying to connect with you and you're kind of like, oh, okay, I'll call them back. Oh, okay, I'll call them back. They're so boring. Maybe that's the person that you need to be connecting to at this time. So they're saying to ground yourself, of course, but they're also saying, yes, get involved with the things that feed your inner child. And a lot of you, I'm seeing, maybe actually worrying. Some of you attracted to group 2, maybe like distraction. I don't have time to be distracted and getting to like do so much social media and this and that. I'm so busy doing stuff around the house. I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, they're saying it's excuse me, it's creating a distraction, and they need you to get grounded so that you can get rooted into your situation, because it's like you're go go go, but you're not actually rooted into the situation in a sense where you can let in the positive aspect of what's going on right now. And a direct root. See this beautiful green feather? It kind of looks like here. We have the green and then we have birds, right? The green feather. This is what they want you to connect with, not all this other stuff that could be taking up your time because you're bored. Your inner child is needing to come out. That higher aspect of you that is truly you needs you to go quiet. It needs you to get low into the ground, get grounded, and even if that means lying in bed a little bit longer, sitting up to meditation music. I'm getting meditation music for some of you, but I feel like some of you may be guided towards more lower earthy toned meditation music, like maybe more of the shamanic stuff, maybe some Native American drumming, things like that. So when you go onto YouTube, if you'd like to choose something to kind of aid you in that, let your angels and guides help you. Some of you might like the more ethereal stuff, the higher pitch, the more kind of times 10 in terms of quality, God bless, kind of music, and that's fine. But I'm getting that really, if you're in group 2, maybe they want you to get more grounded and go towards the kind of music, which will ground you. Yes, I'm hearing some of you ask if I can listen to like the chakra stuff, like grounding root chakra meditations. Yes, sure, you surely can, because those ones are intended. There's an intention set to do work on the root chakra, and I'm getting that as you ground yourself, they're really trying to get you to work not only on the root chakra but on the sacral chakra. Guys, we need help with these sacrals, right? These sacrals are out of control. In fact, look at the orange here. So try working on these lower chakras. And let's see, because I do feel that Spirit is trying to give you something, to show you something. Look at all this fast moving energy coming in with the Ace of Cups. They're saying the Ace of Cups is not only about romantic love, it's about divine love. Actually, as I'm looking at my camera here, look at how this Ace of Cups is hovering over this guy's head. It's like Spirit's like offering the cup, and they want him to look up, but he's so busy looking at his phone, and they're like, we're about to do this. Shh. Pour it right on his head. So make sure that you guys are taking the time out and focusing. And if you are watching this video and the message is actually coming through not for you but for members of your family, then maybe Spirit deems you influential in that sense, and they're asking you to influence those in your realm. But remember, you can take someone to pasture, but you can't make them eat, right? Or a horse, unless you have a human picnic table out there in a pasture, God bless. And then, if it's a barbecue, we all eat them. So maybe it's about enticing people to do what it is that needs to be done. But what I'm seeing here is that there's energy that needs to be worked on, but there's a lot of stagnation, but there's also some guardedness. So if you are resonating with group 2, then Spirit is saying that see how his knee looks a little weird there? Scaries, what's going on, buddy? What they're saying is you have work that needs to be done. And when the time comes that the quarantine is over or whatever's going on, and you have to start getting back to, work and getting back to doing everyday things outside of the home, whenever that time is for you, because it's going to be individual for everybody, that you want to make sure that you are standing on the legs that you need for this they're saying for this holy time. Wow, get it, God. for this time. So they're trying to give you whatever energetic upgrades are necessary. Remember, I said I saw alchemical things here, attunements, energy healings. A lot of you need to make amends with people, so they're probably going to try to get you to connect with people that you need to be connecting with, so that you can handle any karma that you can knock out right now, have those conversations, make those letters, whatever, pay those bills that you like. They're really, really like, this is our time. We need you to set up shop. We need you to go through these motions. We need you to do this because we need you to reset and hit the ground running when it's time. So if you're having some feelings of not wanting to do the work and not wanting to have those thoughts and not wanting to connect, and you keep getting the idea, I'll try this meditation, but you're like, nah, I'll do it later. This is definitely time where spirit is like, no, we're trying to get a hold of you, because you saw they will dump that Ace of Cups on your head, the water, and then maybe hit you with it. Just kidding. Well, I don't know, right? It depends on your guides. Remember, our guides have personalities, and our angels, they're not sitting there just like brilling, brilling. No, if you contracted with one of your guides to, during this time, be a butt kicker, then lo and behold, you better get your stuff together, because they gonna kick your butt. That's just how the guides are sometimes. You know? All right. Anyway, guys, God bless you. So this is your reading for group 2. Snap to it, do what you got to do. If you'd like a personal reading with me, you can definitely reach out. As I mentioned to the other group, I now offer mini readings for $7.49. Those are written. They're not videos. Come on down to my Etsy shop. And if there's something that you like, get it. Okay, I'm here for you. And donations are always welcome as well. Thank you, guys. Bye. Oh, and if you want to check out any of the other numbers, maybe there's a little message there for you as well. But let's head on to group 3. Hi, guys. Welcome to group 3. Let's move it over. Ding. There we are. Welcome to your reading for group 3. Remember, today's question is, what message do I need to hear right now? It's so interesting because group 2 got the Ace of Cups, God bless, and group 3 in there got the Ace of Swords. And look at you, God bless you guys. Group 2, group 3, you got the Ace of Wands. I'm like, Ace of Clubs? What am I saying? Ace of Wands. Now, I do want to say that as I was turning over your cards, like for 2 seconds, I got this idea that there's something where you guys know you were wrong about something. Something's coming up that, there's some wrong energy. Now, as I looked at your main card, it's coming through as the 5 of Swords. Now, when we think of the 5 of Swords, we know it's all about a victory. But it's not like our 6 of Wands victory. 6 of Wands victory is this one. Yeah, yeah. Everybody's shouting. We'll welcome you back into the village. No, 5 of Swords is like, oh, did you hear that guy? Yeah, he won. Ugh, he won. Ugh, lame. He doesn't deserve it. Whatever, right? It's victory, but at what means, by what means? It's some people may call it an empty victory. Some people might call it a victory where there's remorse. A victory where, well, because you were the biggest bully on the playground, and you punched somebody, you took their swords, and now I win. Ha! Now step off, you guys. Whatever it is, it looks like there may have been some kind of wrong action taken, and while you may have won the battle, maybe God is like, well, you didn't win the war, and so maybe you won the battle through unfair means. So let's dive into this a little bit, because usually when I see the 5 of Swords, in my readings, it carries a feeling of not necessarily that empty victory and that mean victory and whatever. It means more like a hard lesson won, right? But here I am getting, I have to be honest, guys, you guys know I keep it real, no shade, because I'm just the messenger. I am feeling that it seems more like an unfair thing that happened. Now, let's go down here, because I'm seeing eternal now, but notice how it's cut off, blink, and I'm just seeing the words now. This is usually my God card, and it's like usually blowing in some kind of energy or something, higher energy codes. But right now what I'm getting is that this is that higher energy, higher aspect, and it's blowing into you a little bit of a mirror of yourself. Now, guys, I cannot tell you how long I've been doing readings, but I have to be honest, and you guys know I love you, you love me, God bless, maybe, I don't know. But I keep it real. Like, I've never gotten this situation. I had two different decks and I am pulling out the King of Pentacles and the King card from the personality deck. And it's funny because to me, the King card in the personality cards by Paul Wagner, shout out, right? It really vibes with King of Pentacles to me. And look at this. They're both here. And look at that that Page of Swords wanting to come in. Okay, fine. Come in. I see you. I see you. Oh, got it. Okay, guys. All right. No wonder the Page of Swords is coming in. We know the Page of Swords is carrying a message, right? But this is what I'm getting. It's like, there's somebody out there who feels wronged by what you, the viewer, may have done. Now, if you're watching group 3 and you identify with the Page of Swords here, then this is for you. I mean, then I'm acknowledging you. God's acknowledging you. But this reading is more about this. So whoever this energy is may have done something and they've come out on top. I almost said on tap. That means something for someone out there, has come out on top, right? So we're going to take a look at this and see what's up. We're going to borrow this guy for this reading. Okay, these are two different people here now. And Spirit is creating this image for you right now so that the King can have this transformation. The King is being shown during this time about their actions, okay? So if you're this guy, Page of Swords, and you're feeling slighted by something somebody did or said, and you're, could be the government, I'm getting for some of you, it could be a boss, it could be someone in the family, it could be somebody who you feel slighted by, and I'm willing to say that you were right, there was some slightings. Spirit is saying to you, hey, chill out, because right now we're working with this King, whoever that is or whatever institution that is, so that they can see their wrongdoing. God bless. Now let's take a look at what happened. Now here, of course, you guys know it's the realm of a personal reading to find out the details of what happened. But what I'm seeing here is on the in the third dimension. This looks like there's some missteps going on. Financially, could be also lies. Just something. It is lies. Some kind of backhanded dealings, underhanded dealings. Something happened, and then we've got the choices here. Now they're saying that there were some choices made in the third dimension that were not in the light. But through these activities and through God working with this King, whether it's a person or an institution of some sort, they are being shown literally that what they did was not in the light, and they're being shown that, you know what, the truth is that they had choice. They had choices. I'm seeing many, many, many doors here. There were many, many choices being offered, and I'm seeing some doors manifested around the ears but were not open. In other words, they were told along the way. If it's an institution, it means that they were given I just saw 5 minutes 55 seconds on this group 3 reading. 555. If this was an institution, they were warned along the way and they chose not to listen. If it was a relationship or whatever, you were warned, they were warned. Whoever this King was warned along the way. They didn't listen. I'm also seeing some doors around here that were not even brought in enough to be able to be made manifest. But either way, there was a door here that came through, and I feel that this person may have felt, there's a feeling that they may have been doing the right thing, because see how it's hovering over the heart space. But something tells me that's a little bit deceptive, because it's almost like the real door is not here, the real door is here. So it's almost like, let's see if we can change that. I'm actually using a different app, guys. Did you notice? Where's my white border? I don't know. Hopefully I can edit it and do all that. But see here, it's almost like they really went through this door, and then, which is not over the heart space, and then it's almost being, this door is through their wounding, whatever their wounding is. Like if they grew up really poor in this lifetime, and they were wounded, feeling like they can't survive, so maybe they made some decisions in the interest of their survival. They missaw it, and they were coming from a fear space, and they tried to get something over you because they thought that it was for survival, and that it was okay because every man for himself. That's an example of going through wounding. So they went through this door, and inside of that door, see, it's actually at a different level. They go down, and then they have this door. So what I'm seeing here is these decisions that were being made by whoever this King is, and whoever the King represents, whether it's a person, a group of people, or an institution, those choices were not made from the heart space. They were made from spaces of wounding, and it looks like they might have felt like they were doing the right thing, like, oh, this is the right thing to do, it feels right, things match up. But actually, no, they were misperceiving it, and they did not perceive of it in the way that they should have. So this is definitely speaking of decisions made from a place of needing to have healing done. And so right now, what Spirit is saying is that there are people, if you're resonating with group 3, there are people who were wounded by this King of Pentacles, this King's behaviors, whether it's a person, a group, or an institution. And this person is being worked on. This is master healing going on. This is healing in the sense of they're being shown about their missteps so that they can one day come and make amends. So if you're this guy, hi, the party, then they're saying, get it. I'm feeling a lot of anger coming off this card. Okay? I'm feeling a lot of anger coming off this card. It's almost like this person, whoever was wronged, and for some of you, might be a group of people. If this is an institutional thing, you're walking, and it's almost like you know that they're in that house, and you're like, I'm going to take this knife or this sword, and I'm going to slay everyone in there. But God is saying, no, I want you to chillax. I know that you're like feeling a certain type of way about it, and you're like feeling angry or feeling sad, but this person is not able to see because they're just focused on the sword, the anger, and they're not seeing that the clouds are coming in, and they're not seeing their blue skies there. It's almost like them focusing too much on this sword and this wound and this anger. They're bringing in these angry clouds. What they're only going to be doing is creating karma for themselves. So if you, viewer number 3, are this Ace of Swords, this Page of Swords, carrying a sword that's too big for you, Spirit is saying, listen, you need to put the sword down. We are working with this person to open their hearts, to show them their ways, and that's what you need to do. I'm seeing that this beautiful light, you see the sunlight coming through, is shining right across here. Boink! Yeah, thank you, God. See how it's not on this card, really? They're saying, we understand that the light didn't shine on the ears like they were supposed to. The person didn't open and make that choice, but we saw the light shining here through the throat. But they're saying once this person comes into understanding about what they've done, and there will be some kind of apology or amends given to this Page of Swords. Okay? All right, let's look up here. Oh my God, look at the King of Pentacles again. 1, 2, 3. Wow. King of Hearts. Okay, let's take a look. Okay. All right. So I'm seeing that as this Page of Swords, I'm seeing again. Look at this. Three of Wands is all about waiting, and then we have the Knight of Cups, right? So what I'm seeing here is this cute little Page of Swords who's feeling really upset. I'm getting the words royally upset. They're waiting. They're waiting to find out what's up with this. Some of you may have made some moves towards this King of Pentacles to, like, maybe you've complained, you've sent them a letter, you've said something to them, you've wished them ill will, whatever. I don't know. There's a few of you down there, out there, so I'm sensing a few things. Whatever you've done, and let's say you haven't done anything, you're just sitting at home stewing with this. What I'm seeing here is just by you being yourself and in your presence, you presented this King of Pentacles person or group or institution with something that they need to change. You were working on behalf of God. You were letting them know, listen, I'm your divine mirror. I'm showing you that you need to change something in the way that you interact with the world. Now look at the beautiful thing about this. Whatever it is that you did in being yourself, this is, I think, the initial thing. Whatever it is that you did in being yourself, you knock them out of King of Pentacles mode and you put them into King of Hearts mode. So King of Cups. So you see how Knight of Cups to King of Cups. Now, the Knight of Cups is the other man in the royal house for the cups. We have the King of Cups, we have the Queen of Cups, we have the Knight of Cups, and then we got the Page of Cups. God bless, Page of Cups. Page of Cups is like the boy, right? We got the Knight of Cups. That's the second eldest man. That's man to man right there. These are two energies that are like, hey man, you know, you did this and you blah, 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 blah. So you acting together, whatever this slight was that the King of Pentacles did to you guys, whether you lost a relationship because of it, whether you lost a job because of it, whatever it is that has caused you to get into this Page of Swords mode and to cause God to come through this card reading and say, hey, you need to chillax. I know you want to cut some heads, make some heads roll, but right now you need to stay in your light, stay in your space, because right now I'm working with this king. What happened is you were a divine messenger in that moment, and you created the condition for the King of Cups to receive that message. Look at him taking off. Look at him. First of all, he's holding what looks like a contract, right? And now he's taking off that old robe. Let's pretend this is the same robe. He's taking it off. And now he knows he has to get to work. Now check this out. I love seeing this because this King of Pentacles has received a message, and now he's moving into Ace of Wands. This is taking the opportunity. The Ace of Wands is taking the opportunity being presented to make the healing journey. Okay. Ooh, look at my Lemurian crystal pointing here. Nice. Thank you, Lemurian crystal. What they're saying is that for a lot of people, they are playing out certain behaviors that have been crystallized, God bless, there it is, for a long time. So what's happening is we are actually divine messengers for each other. We're waking each other up. We're getting each other into this place where we could have our own awakenings, and it's calling into our awareness these things of the past. It could be patterns of the past, but it could also be awakening to what's the word? Knowledge of the past, right? And so they're saying to you, you need to wait and see how things develop. It's almost like you had to strike them before quarantine happened. Now during quarantine, Spirit is having its way with everybody, you know, on the individual level. Okay, so yours was pretty long, Group 3, God bless. But you know, and now as I'm doing this reading, I feel that you, Group 3, you're probably this person, and Spirit is coming through with a message about this king, this person, or this or group of people or institution that you are having trouble with. Okay. All right, so that's your reading for today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Remember, you can check some of the other readings if you felt called to it. Now, if you'd like a personal reading with me, I'd be more than happy to help you out. I am now offering mini readings type for $7.49. That's not $700. That's $7. Okay, 49 cents. Also, donations are always welcome. Thank you so much. But either way, thank you guys. I love you. And this has been your energy check-in for what Spirit wants you to know at this time. All right? Bye. Mwah.